everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, hi, my name is Jennifer, and today we are playing with Charlotte Tilbury. This is the Cosmic Pearl palette. This is the luxury palette of pearls. And if you're interested in seeing that, just stay tuned. Hey everyone, so as I said in my intro, today is the Cosmic Pearl palette from Charlotte Tilbury. This should go up on my regular channel after the other palette, which is the Celestial Pearl palette. This one is the Cosmic Pearl palette. And I'll go ahead and swatch the shades for you in just a second. Let's see if the camera can get a better view of this. There we go. If you look at the shades in there, you can see that this one has like an imprint on it. The imprint is kind of worn off because I've used it a couple times testing it out. But it basically had like little stars on it. If you were on my Instagram, you saw the swatches, and I'll be swatching them again for you today. But that shade, and there's a shade in the Celestial Pearl as well that has the embossing on it. That is the duochrome. In the other video, when I recorded it, I didn't necessarily know that it was a duochrome. I could tell something was like, it had like a shift to it, but I've had them for a while, and it wasn't really announced what exactly the formula was. So in the other one, there are two satins, a topper, and then the duochrome. So these are the two shades that are in this so far. They are satiny shades. We'll use the duochrome for last. This one's a little different than the Celestial. The Celestial has what I would say two shimmer-like shades, satin-like shades like these, satin-like shades like these, and then a topper and the duochrome. This one has two satin shimmer type shades, a matte, creamy matte, and a duochrome. So this one is a deeper one. This one has more pigment to it. And this one, if you're looking for something that has more of that deeper, more complex eye look, it would be this one of the two. The other one is a very light look. It's very beautiful. Celestial is actually not a bad name for it because it's like a very shimmery, pearlescent, but I would say like almost shimmery look. Has a lot to do with the fact that there are two shimmers, the duochrome and the topper in that other one. There really isn't a matte to sort of ground it. I don't think you always need that. It depends on what look you're going for, but like I said, they're very different. This has this deep matte shade, which is a brownie. It's very cool toned though. It's a very cool toned brown. And then this has more of that copper shade. This has more of a peach. And then this is the duochrome that has, depending on how you look at it, either purple or brown. But like it's a really interesting brown. Not that brown by itself is just bad, but you get my point. It's like a purple, if you look at it in a certain light, and then another light, it's like a pinky brown. So I'll do a look with this so you guys can see it. I'll also make sure that I link the other video so that you can see the other palette. They're both beautiful palettes, but even though they're both in the pearl, you know, whatever we're calling this, collection, I guess, they are very, in my opinion, they look different on the eye. Now, depending on where you're seeing this video, I don't know, I do know that the Celestial will be out first in the United States. We're gonna go in with the matte shade first. I don't know when this is crease 2. I don't know if this will go out at the same time, like right after, at the same time. I'm not really sure yet. So we're gonna go with the crease 2 brush. Like I said, this one is definitely more pigmented. This matte brown, it's definitely cool, but it's a pigmented shade. Now, everything shows up on me practically because I am so pale, except for some of the new Tom Fords. But I think the shade would, I think a lot of people could wear this particular, oh, as I get brown all over my cheek here. Hold on, let me fix that. I do have Charlotte Tilbury, the Nudegasm palette on my face. That's what I'm using for highlighter, bronzer, and blush. I do think it's a very good face palette. I don't have any of her other face palettes, so I can't tell you if I just like this one, or maybe I would have liked all of them. I don't feel like I need to go out and buy all of them though, because it's gonna take me forever just to get through this one. I can already see that. So there's no need to buy more of them. If you find one that you really like that works for your skin tone / coloring, I would definitely, you know, I have to say I recommend the Nudegasm one. I think it's really good. But if the formula is similar to her other palettes, and I'll let those of you out there who have them, then, you know, I would suggest finding the one that works for you color story wise and just getting one. I mean, I'm not saying you shouldn't, you can have more than one if you want them. There's a lot in there, and I just feel like you know, it's gonna take a very long time for me to use it up. The only thing I would say is that the gold highlighter is a little gold for me. Like, I usually like a pinkier, cooler highlighter, but it works really well with the shades that are in the palette. So although I probably wouldn't wear the highlighter by itself, it works extremely good. It works extremely well with the blush that's in there and the bronzers. I'm just going in with a Wayne Goss 03. There's absolutely nothing on this brush, and I'm just blending this a little. I'm blending it up into the crease and just blending it out. I like a little bit of a softer look, and I also don't need as much pigment on my eyes because I am so pale. So just blending it out a little bit because it is actually a very deep shade. All right, so let's go in with the brown satin shade. I'm gonna use the Sonia G Mini Booster brush, and let's put that on the outer corner here and put it into the crease. I'm just blending it over that matte shade, but mostly focusing on the outer corner of the eye. I'm gonna use that first shade, the light satin shade, on the lid itself. Yeah, this is definitely a deeper palette than the other one. The other one is more celestial. You know, it's a lighter, more, I would say, shimmery palette. This one, the satins and that matte gives it a little bit more depth than the other one. Okay, let's go on with a Rephr 28 brush and that first shade. Now, she still has, like, how to use these shades, if you will, like, you know, the 1, 2, 3, whatever. You know, you prime the eyelid, smoke it out, then the duochrome. I'm not saying I never follow that. I mean, when I follow the Charlotte Tilbury steps, it always looks fantastic. I just, a lot of the time, just come up with my own way of applying shades that I think will work for me, but you absolutely can follow her steps and get a phenomenal look because she's an incredibly talented makeup artist and knows exactly what she's doing. So we're just gonna blend this out again. Yeah, I can already, like, so the one thing I'd also say about the two looks, the other palette tends to blend together a little more because the shades are very similar. It's not a bad thing. It's just when you see the look, you'll see it's more of this like all over shimmer shade. This one has more distinct shading in the 4 shades that are in here. So, okay, so the duochrome. I'm gonna take my finger with the duochrome and let's see what happens when I do this with it and just kind of put it on the center of the eye. Like I said, it has this purple cast, but then it's got this brown one as well. Yeah. depending on how you look into the light. So I'll use a brush in a minute, but depending on how you move your eye or the light that hits it, you're gonna have a different look with this one. So I'm gonna take a brush, I'm gonna use the rougher brush, and we'll use it over not most, but like the outer 2/3 of the eyelid. And you can see it's got this interesting shift to it. I would say with this one, I would probably like it better with just that by itself. Or maybe the matte and that shade. I don't know. I think if you use all the shades, it kind of gets lost a little bit in it. Let's take the lightest shade again. Just kind of lighten up, yeah, the inner corner. Because all the shades in here, you have the one light shade, but the other shades are pretty deep. And the duochrome is actually pretty deep because it moves from the purple to the brown shade. You get more of this sultry, I think is a good word for it, look. It's not really shimmery like the other one. I think the other one's shimmery though because of the topper in it. This one doesn't have that. This has the matte instead, which makes it like, you know, a more grounded look. It's very different in my opinion than the other palette. Interesting. Let's take that duochrome and run it along the lower. Interesting. Yeah, it kind of goes more purpley on me, but you can see it shift. I don't know if the camera can really pick that up though, to be honest with you. Let's go back in with the matte brown, the purpley brown, and kind of, yeah, this goes very purple on me. If you've not watched my channel before though, that's not a surprise. Things go cool on me like practically all the time. So let me bring you in close so you can see the look a little better. It's kind of an unusual color story actually. Because you've got that duochrome that has like this purple brown shift to it, and the matte is also like a purple brown matte. And like I said, on me it goes very cool. I don't know if it'll do that on everybody. Of the two, they're so different. I don't know off the top of my head which I would say I like better. I should also mention my brows are still healing from the micro blading, so they're not they're not as finished as I would like them to look, but I can't really put makeup on them right now, so they're gonna look a little unfinished for a while. All right, let's put some mascara on and see how they look with mascara, because as we all know, mascara totally changes the look, so let's do that. Okay, we've got mascara on. I really do like this quad, but there is something about it, and I'm not sure what it is, that doesn't appeal to me as much as the other one. And it's interesting because the other one, it's kind of monochromatic, and it's not, the other one is not as interesting, I guess is the word for it. Like, it's a shimmery palette and it just kind of looks coppery and gold, peachy. It's very pretty, but it's not a complicated palette. The duochrome in there has more of a pink gold shift and it just looks nice. Like the overall look just looks like a shimmery nice look. This one is more complicated because this duochrome, like I said, goes like purple. I wish I could get the camera to pick it up, but it's not that easy to do. It's this odd, not odd, but it's like a purpley brown kind of pink shift to it. And then this matte is a really deep purple matte, which looks nice, brownie purple. And these two shades, these two satin shades, are very nice shades. Like they blend well. It actually, there's more demarcation from the different shades in the look. And I actually think it looks really nice. And it looks, as I said, more sultry. But I think I like the other one better, and I couldn't tell you exactly why. I don't know. I feel, maybe it's because I think the other one brings out my eyes a little bit more, and this one doesn't as much. I don't know. I'm not sure what it is. I'm not positive. You guys let me know what you think. Hopefully you'll get to see both videos. I think they're both good quads. I think the duochromes in here are nice. We've all gotten a little spoiled from all the duochromes that are out there from, you know, Pat McGrath and indie brands that have like trichromes and duochromes that are really, really unusual. I wouldn't say these are that. I think they're really pretty. I think they look nice, but you know what I mean? Nowadays, it's kind of like, oh yeah, duochrome. Which, you know, I mean, I'm not saying we should be there, but that, to me, that's kind of where I'm at. So I'm just kind of like, oh yeah, it's good. The formula is nice. It all blended well. The matte's a good matte. The shimmers, the satins are nice satins. Again, nothing at all wrong with the quad. I think it's very pretty. It's not my favorite though. And I think it's just the color story. It just doesn't, it's not as appealing to me. The other one, the Celestial, I do like it on my eye more. I don't know, I couldn't tell you exactly why though. And of the holiday releases that I've received, the two pearls and the smoky eye palette, I have to say, I like the smoky eye palette the best. Now, that is not to say I don't like the pearls. They're both really pretty. But there are two trios in that smoky eye palette that I just absolutely love. So that's at a very high bar. These two pearls are beautiful, and I think they're interesting. I think this one is more interesting of the two. If this is more of your color story, I think you're definitely going to like it because, like I said, the formula is good. And it's a deeper, more interesting palette. The Celestial is more just shimmery, like a coppery, peachy gold shimmer. So check out that video and see what you think. I think Charlotte Tilbury did a great job on both of them. I think they'll work for a lot of people. I think they're, you know, easy to use, very Charlotte Tilbury. Really good quality, easy to use, you know, beautiful color stories. I think you could do this for daytime. I think you could use it for nighttime. But I think of the two pearls, I like the Celestial a little bit better, but I'd love to hear your thoughts. So thanks so much for joining me today, guys. I really do appreciate it, and I hope to see you in another video really soon.